Welcome to Just in Time series with Vishwadharma. Today's topic is inflation is the enemy of our savings. Absolutely. Inflation is the enemy of our savings, right? So that's today's topic. Why we wanted to make a video on this topic, right? Why? Because it is very important that we should understand and decode, right, what exactly is inflation is all about. You might have really, you know, spent some good amount of time in terms of understanding inflation. You might have studied about inflation, and those who are familiar with economics, econometrics, right, and those who are very, um, you know, um, particular about these concepts and the subject, following religiously, right? Then yes, you may be aware about it. But I'm sure 60 to 70% of the people may not be really thinking about this particular aspect of their day-to-day life. Yes, inflation is what killing us. Inflation is what the biggest enemy of our savings, right? So what exactly is inflation? Inflation, in its simple terms, right, it is something that you are paying too much for something that is not worth for, right? Paying too much when it is for too less, basically, right? You are spending so much where the value for money is not really exist, right, for that particular item or for that particular goods or service, whatever it is. So what does it mean? It means you might have spent, let's say, 10 rupees or 20 rupees 20 years ago to purchase an apple, right? I'm talking about the fruit, right? And today it may be, the price is 40 rupees or 50 rupees, right? Apple is same. The benefits of eating apple is same. The value of eating apple is same, right? And it's only one unit, meaning one apple. But it is today 40 rupees or 50 rupees. Take other fruit, right? Mangoes especially, or any other seasonal fruits for that matter. So everything is really, highly inflated. That's the inflation in its basic simple terms, right? I'm not going to the technical definitions of inflation, right? So the title of this video, as you see, inflation is the enemy, right, of savings. Absolutely. So as I said, the definition of inflation, now right, no matter how much ever you are planning to save, no matter how much ever you are investing, right, tomorrow you may not really enjoy the returns, right? You may not really enjoy the savings, right, because of the inflation. So what is that we have to consider? What is that we should do, right? What is that something that we should be really careful about, right? Well, it's an exhaustive topic basically, right? And I really wanted to keep it very simple and make it very short. So as the visuals that you are seeing on the screen, right, you are seeing the visuals on the screen. The secret here is to focus on production, right? The secret for attacking inflation, the secret of reducing inflation, the secret to fix the inflation is to focus on production, right? Increase the production, especially the local production. If you increase the local production, what happens is that the supply is more, right? And at least it meets the demand for the daily aspect, right? The daily commodities, and the price automatically comes down. The purchasing power also increases, right? So it is very important that local production is important. Now you may think that when it comes to the words like, production and something like that, we generally think about, organization productivity, or some kind of manufacturing, right? Some kind of the goods and large items that comes to our mind. Well, we don't need to think in that angle, or we don't need to at least think in that perspective, to keep it simple and to make it really effective. And if you are really worried about inflation, the simple thing that we are supposed to do is to work more, right? To produce more, and local production has to be increased, right? Produce more, which means self discipline and self control is um, the most demanding skill, as I mentioned in other videos, right? The self control and self discipline, because we are living in a highly distraction oriented world, right? We are living in a highly distracted environment, right? Too much of entertainment is haunting us. Entertainment is at fingertips, right? And because of all these the explosion of entertainment, it is very easy to spend time. It's very easy to kill time, very easy to kill time, right? So what happens when we spend too much time on entertainment? Obviously it hits our production, right? Obviously our work gets delayed, and the work gets delayed means the delivery gets delayed. When the delivery gets delayed, it impacts the complete cycle chain, right? The cycle chain of the economy, the supply chain, right? Because we are all highly interdependent society, right? um, each person has got certain skills and certain domain to contribute, right? So everything is interdependent, highly interconnected. So what each person does impacts everybody. Hence, it is very important that we support the local production, increase the local production, and it's it's not about others, doing that, right? It's about self. It is about we individually has to be more productive in whichever field you are into, whichever domain you are into, right? Be more productive. That's the ultimate solution for addressing the inflation and enjoy the savings of today, in the future. Otherwise, whatever the hard work that you are doing, right? Whatever the hard work that we are doing, we may be ending up in spending on, you know, healthcare, right? That's another big topic, right? The wealth that we create, unfortunately, it shouldn't be, going to the um, health aspects, right? So life has to be balanced, and it's important that yoga and meditation become mandatory part of our life, right? Mandatorily, that we should voluntarily, we have to make it mandatory for ourselves before it becomes mandatory by policy, right? So it is as same as important as brushing our teeth on daily basis, or taking you know the shower on daily basis, right? So yoga and meditation are essential, and think about it, right? Whatever the points that I said, think about it. I'm sure you will find better logic and better explanation than what I just explained. I wish you really all the best, and let's do more, and let's be productive. Thank you.